Sports with Blake. Dan meets sports fanatics and some of the biggest sports entertainment stars.
Representing royalty in the ring, she is the 14-time Women's World Champion, the most decorated female athlete in WWE history, the Queen Charlotte Flair. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. So, it's Dan Blake here, Sports with Blake podcast, and this video is 5 reasons why I love Charlotte Flair. So check out the series. It's going to be the reasons why I love this wrestler, and I'm just giving them their flowers, saluting them, showing love of why I rate them and why I think that they are, let me just adjust my camera, and why I think they're so talented and some of the best superstars in the business. So I've had to start with the one and only, the Queen Charlotte Flair. 5 reasons. Reason number 5. Number 5? But before we get into number 5, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm trying to do daily wrestling content every day, so please do like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. It's Dan Blake here with the Sports with Blake podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos and daily wrestling content. Also, I've got football content and boxing content also on the channel. So yeah, so let's get into reason number 5. Discipline. I love somebody, an athlete that shows discipline online, social media, what she's doing in real life. She's always in the gym, working out, doing her thing. Someone that shows discipline, training, keeping a routine, going at it, trying to be their best version of themselves every day. Charlotte, somebody that you see online, always showcasing this, always posting her gym workouts, whether she's out and about, traveling around the world, obviously to different tapings of SmackDown or going to different PLEs that she's featured in. She's always out on the road doing her training and her graft, always putting in the work, doing different kind of workouts and showing us what she does to keep disciplined. And always very consistent with giving out good positive energy online, whether it be quotes, I hope you feel beautiful today and stuff like that. Just showing a level of, a high sense of mental health awareness as well, showing that these are things between discipline, mental health, positive energy, that you can become whatever you want and you can stay in a great mindset for your future self to show up and put in the work every single day. So number 5, we start with discipline right away with Charlotte Flair. And also somebody, I believe, leading into positive energy, we're going to number 4, linking into positive energy. She's somebody, one of the first wrestlers I ever met, and I met her in London, and she was considerably been a heel most of her career. So when I met her at Raw in 2024, I do believe, when Raw and SmackDown came to the UK, I met Charlotte Flair for the first time, and she was predominantly heel at the time. This is when she was having a rivalry with Tiffany Stratton, and they was at back and forth at odds before WrestleMania, and she was really hated in the company them times, playing the heel character. So I didn't really expect heels to really show love, but yeah, she was very nice in person. It was very as soon as I saw her, I just saluted her because I'm a big Ric Flair fan, always been a fan of the Nature Boy and everything he done, and Charlotte as well when she came into the business from the early WWE days in her career and that whole era where she came up through NXT. I was always a fan of hers and always following what the family were doing. And obviously being a big fan of the Nature Boy and growing up doing Ric Flair's walks and doing the shuffle, the walk when we was growing up, you know what I mean? Woo, 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 woo. And it's the Nature Boy, and yeah, the Nature Boy energy, we had that. That was hip-hop energy as well, the Ric Flair energy. So just the swagger, the vibe. So meeting Charlotte in person, it was really nice, because I was like, raw, man. Yeah, man, that's the Flair family right there. And as I said, she was real down to earth, real cool. got a chance to, take some pictures with her and telling her, man, yeah, you got to beat Tiffany Stratton's ass, you know what I mean? You got to go out there and give it a beat down. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna teach her a lesson. That's what she said to me before Mania, which was really nice. She gave me a little wink, and I was like, yeah, I believe you. Trust me, I believe you, Charlotte. I know you're about this business, about putting them girls to work. So, being a big Charlotte Flair fan, I was like, yeah, I love that interaction. And then, did I get a chance to meet her again later on in the day? And then I asked her if she would do a video for my channel where it would just be me and her together in the video, just doing like a woo. And yeah, she obliged and we hit the camera and we done like a woo on cue. And I was like, yeah, man, that's real love. Got to post that on my social media. There's so much love on the Sports with Blake page. So you can see that on my Sports with Blake YouTube in the shorts. And you can also catch that on the Instagram channel Sports with Blake, and it's a pinned comment. So that's reasons why I think Charlotte Flair's energy is really nice. And yeah, she's very lovely in person, as I said, very nice, down to earth, signs for everybody that she meets when I've seen her. And again, bumped into her recently again in 2026, top of the year, at SmackDown again. She was there signing autographs, taking photos. I got a nice picture of me and her again, just doing like I'm like mid woo, and my picture camera catches me like that, and she's there smiling in the background. So that was a nice picture again, another classic with Charlotte Flair. So I think we got 2 classic pictures together so far and a video. So next it's time for me to, hopefully, God willing, Charlotte, if you see this and you like this video, I would love to interview you for the channel and really talk about your career as somebody that's always been a big supporter of yours. That would be a blessing. Maybe you could bless me with an opportunity on Zoom or something like that. I would really appreciate it, as being a big fan of you, of course. Woo! Yeah, moving on to number 3. Also, what I respect about her, she said in an interview a few times that she's somebody that has basically done her wrestling career in the legacy of her late brother who passed away. And I respect that she's doing her career in honor of her late brother that passed away. And yeah, that's just a blessing. I'm trying to get her brother's name so I can shout him out. Yeah, it's sad, man, because I lost my brother too, which I'm gonna explain in a sec. Yeah, grief is not easy, people. So it's just something that I can relate to when it comes to grief and trying to do something to keep someone's legacy like alive, and you're trying to do something positive in that sense, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, big shouts to Charlotte Flair's brother who passed away, Ric Flair. God bless, may his soul rest in peace. And yeah, she said that she's doing her career basically in honor of her brother, and I can respect that. Somebody that's just putting it all on the line, and because he wanted to be a wrestler as big as his dad, Ric Flair. He was on his way into, I think he had an unfortunate overdose situation from what I've read. But yeah, I respect it. So she basically, in honor of his dream, and carried on doing wrestling herself. And she said on camera many times, I'm doing this for him. So I gotta respect that, man. In a sense, sometimes I think that regarding, I lost my older brother, and sometimes I'm like, yeah, man, I do things. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, man, this is in salute of you. This is in honor of you. But she dedicated her whole career to doing something that her brother loved, and yeah, I can relate to that. You're just trying to do something to honor family members that's no longer with us, man. So God bless you, Charlotte Flair, on that. I respect that. That's in at number 3 of 5 reasons why I love Charlotte Flair. And you also see her doing a lot of good work with young people and kids, and showing love and support for different causes. So you gotta respect Charlotte, and she's got like a warm nature about her, man. When you see her in interviews, she's a killer. She'll fuck you up, but like, she's still humble at the same time. But let's get to some of the big vibes I like, the big confidence vibes. I love that she's so confident. You know what I mean? Charlotte Flair when you see her energy, there's elegance, there's class. It's just it's that flair, it's that energy, it's that flair. The word flair in itself is a dope word. So when you see the flair, it's the style, it's the swagger, it's the outfits. When she comes out with that robe, it's salute to how her dad used to move. Ric Flair with the robes coming down to ring. Charlotte Flair's always got a new robe when she comes down to the ring, looking glistening, looking beautiful, looking fly. Charlotte Flair's always got the swagger on point. The boots have got a custom designed. Hair's on fleek, you know what I mean? The dresses are dope. The outfits are dope, whether it be the Saudi Arabia outfits to the robes. The robes they cost a lot of money, man. Look like a mortgage, some of the robes. Woo! So, yeah, I love the robes, the different designs. It's always a spectacle when our theme music's a classic. It's like James Bond vibes when you hear that. James Bond vibes all the time when you hear that. So it's got that mystery, it's got that energy, and she comes out with those lovely robes, and I love it when she does the entrance spin. She gets her hands and she's like, and then she spins around for everybody, spins around. I love it. But it's like she puts her chin up first though, and it's just. She takes it in through the nose, everything, breathes it in, and the fans are always like in awe. Sometimes you see a little kid just looking at her like stunned. They can't believe the queen is there. Yeah, I love that. But that's the aura of a star, and that's real star power energy. You can see it in her eyes, you know what I mean? She gives you that wink sometimes. Yeah, big up Charlotte Flair, man. And then going on to number one of why I rate in Charlotte Flair and how she moves, I love the finishing maneuver, the figure eight. So at number one of my favorite things I love about Charlotte Flair is I love the figure eight leg lock. What a move. A version of her legendary father, Ric Flair's finishing maneuver, which he used to call the figure four leg lock. So this is I would say a hybrid extension version, and it's called the figure eight leg lock. With the figure eight, like Charlotte Flair, they disappear. I actually put that in one of my lyrics on one of my songs on my album coming, Gems and Therapy, later on in the year. Plug. So yeah, my number one in my favorite things about Charlotte Flair is the finishing maneuver, the figure eight leg lock. It's like doing yoga, the way Charlotte's moving with this one. So she's hyperextends the leg on her opponent, extends the body even higher, like she's coming off the ground with her hands like her hands back behind her head, legs, body goes I'm trying to describe it. Body goes all the way up. You've seen it, obviously. I don't need to describe it, but just check it out on YouTube. She's got you in the lock. Normally the opponents are begging for mercy, ready to tap. So let's go back to a moment when she made Nikki Bella tap out and became the Divas champion. That was one of my favorite moments when Charlotte Flair unveiled and laid a smackdown with the figure eight leg lock. So I have to big up that moment right there. So that is my number one in the 5 reasons I love Charlotte Flair. Woo! Yeah, and that is one of them. And I'm going to give you another match where I think you should check out, where she does a brilliant version of the figure eight leg lock. Just go on YouTube and check out all these moments if you want to know what I'm talking about. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back in a sec to give you the second moment of what I am loving about Charlotte Flair's figure eight leg lock. Another great moment for me was when Charlotte Flair made Trish Stratus tap out with that figure eight as she got her into the figure four leg lock, which was pretty intense in itself. Trish Stratus was in so much pain, and obviously being such an iconic legend, Trish Stratus, it's a very iconic win also for Charlotte Flair, being able to tap out Trish Stratus, somebody that obviously was in the game before her, a proper legend. So that was really a great moment to see Charlotte Flair. She ended up extending it into as I was saying before, I was trying to find a word to describe it, where it's like a bridge, isn't it? So she bridges you from the 4 to the 8 leg lock, and then extends her body And then, yeah, yoga vibes, you know, stretches as much as possible until you tap out. And that's what Trish Stratus done. She tapped out, and Charlotte got the W in that match right there. So yeah, just want to say big up Charlotte Flair. Those are my 5 reasons I love Charlotte Flair. Be sure to check out more videos. Like, share, and subscribe to vids. And tap that notification bell just so we can spread awareness on the channel. It's Sports with Blake. Much love to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. So yeah, those are my quick video on my top 5 reasons why I love Charlotte Flair. You have to big her every time. Hopefully we'll love to see her in another title run soon. I see her plans at the moment. You know, she didn't make the Elimination Chamber, but I know she'll be back again in title contention somehow. Let's see what she does. Does her and Alexa Bliss continue to move around in the tag division and try and get their belt back? When I saw her in London, I did ask her, like, Charlotte, are you gonna try and get your belt back? And she was like, yeah, man, I know, right? Like, we got to try and get those back. So hopefully maybe they go try and get tag gold back from, maybe have a match with, that'd be a good match with Nia Jax and Lash Legend. That'd be a good match. So let's see what happens, innit? You know, but yeah, Charlotte Flair, one of the greatest of all time. Definitely gonna do something about maybe a Charlotte Flair's best matches that I've seen, where I go really deep dive into those. But yeah, that's my first video on top 5 reasons why I love Charlotte Flair. Woo! Over and out. Dan Blake. Subscribe to the channel Sports with Blake on YouTube. Tell a friend to tell another friend, and let's keep it moving. Let's get these subscribers going. Peace out.